As leather crafters, we all have a goal. We want to create a desired project. For example, making a bag, especially with a clean, flawless edge on it. But here's the real challenge. How do we get the painted edge without wasting time, dealing with frustration, or having to redo our work? You might think edge painting is simple. Just apply the paint whenever you use the owl or the roller. Let it dry and done, right? If you ever tried it, you know it's not that easy. So I decided to put two methods to the test. One is the owl, another one is the roller. Which one is better for edge coating? Let's find it out. So the question is, why I'm testing the owl? That's because I've seen a lot of people online using the owl to apply edge paint. They make it look smooth and effortless. It got me curious. Does it actually work as well as they show? Or is it just one of those things that look good on video? So let's start with a test. Here a piece of leather, well cut, with a straight edge. Now let's move on to the paint. I dip my owl lightly into the paint. This part is tricky because if you dip too much, the paint pulls up. And if you dip too little, it doesn't cover properly. Not too much, not too little. And carefully apply it along the edge. By this, I'm counting the time. Let's figure it out later. Whatever. Okay, the first layer is done. Let it dry. It's dried. Now I repeat the same steps for the second layer. Once the second layer is dried, it's time for sanding. Just once, not after every coat, okay? This is the first sanding. The best I can do, like this. Then go in with two more layers. Let it dry, and the final sanding. I just smooth out any bumps and thick spots. My goal here is to flatten it. I'll use the owl for the final coating, just like before. So I have to mention here the total coating time is too much. Keep this in mind, okay? So what about the roller? Let's try it and see if it can solve these issues, okay? Same leather, same setup. I'm using the roller filled up with paint. Since the roller is fully controlled over the amount of paint applied, I can maintain the smooth and consistent layer. Just like before, let it dry. Then the second coat, and let it dry. It's time for sanding. I sand it once, making sure the surface is flat and even. The next, I apply two more layers. One final sanding, and apply one more thin layer for final result. That's it. Here comes the comparison. So by using the owl, it doesn't control how much paint gets picked up. I end up with thick and thin spots, meaning more sanding and more corrections. So for example, when painting long straps, the first part dries before the rest is not coated. So this makes it harder to keep things consistent. The owl cannot apply the last coat smoothly is another issue, I suppose. Even if you do everything right, the edge still doesn't look as professional as it could. So why prefer roller? The roller gap let me control exactly how much paint is applied. No more back and forth, no more guessing. And you can see the total coating time is much shorter. The same process, the same number of coats, just done faster. Not only that, in my last video, I mentioned a trick. Tinting the paint for the final coat. This creates a thin, smooth top layer. So if you want clean, professional edges, the roller is the way to go. But here's one more thing. What about the paint itself? How do I thin the paint to get the perfect final coat? That's what I'll cover in my next video. See you there!